Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Welcome back to another episode of the Mariya Method, where inner work becomes real transformation. And today I bring you another fun story time that, again, yes, is 100% real. And yes, I will be changing the names of the people involved so that I don't get sued. Okay. So today is a quick but fun story time, and I have actually talked about this person in another video, and I called her Sophia, so we're gonna go in the same trajectory of that. We're going to call her Sophia again because it's the same person. Let me set the scene so you understand what's really going on, okay? Sophia and I, besties, okay? And we both had very strict households, and we were actually both adopted. So that's why we really, became so close, because I believe there was only, besides our sisters, we both had younger sisters, but besides our sisters, I believe there was only one other person in my whole town who was adopted, who I actually was friends with for a little bit as well, but excuse me. We weren't allowed to party growing up, and her parents, my parent, did not allow going out, especially to college parties, because we were in high school. She is a year older than me, but I do believe I was a junior and she was a senior in high school. And there was this huge college party that we both really wanted to go to because we knew that's where all the hot guys would be. I mean, duh. And we had made a plan that I'm going to sleep over at her house, and we're going to sneak out of her house because her parents go to bed at like 9 p.m. Easy, right? So we can just sneak out, sneak back in, and no one would have any idea. And we had a group of friends that drove, so they were going to pick us up on the corner of the street, down the street, so that there's no vehicle noises, but that we would like run down the hill and we would get picked up by our friends and we would go to this party. So everything was going as planned, and we're getting ready for this party. We're excited, and we're realizing as the time goes by and it gets later and later, her parents have not fallen asleep. They haven't even gone to their bedroom yet. And she said that, they usually turn off all the lights and go to bed by 9. And at this point, it was like 9:30. So we're like, it's kind of odd. So by 10, mind you, I believe that let's say the friends were going to pick us up at 11. So at 10:30, we're starting to kind of freak out and we don't really know what to do. Mind you, I would like to make it also very abundantly clear that we were on the second floor. Directly below her bedroom window and, the floor below us was the kitchen, which is exactly where her parents were, with the lights on, active, moving around. And if we were to go out of the front door, which was the only way out of the house, they would see us because it's in front of the kitchen. So without them going to bed, there was no way we could sneak out. And like I said, this was the party of the year. Like, we could not miss this party or this opportunity for, again, the hot guys. So she goes down there to kind of like see like why they're still up, and they're kind of just going, she said they were going through the mail, like very random. She had no idea because it was so out of character for them to stay up so late. So it's 10:45 and they're still up, they're still moving around, very much so. And I'm like, girl, our friends are about to here to pick us up and we cannot miss this party. So let's brainstorm and let's get this figured out. So we're trying to figure out, how can we exactly get out the front door without them seeing? But again, there's only one way out and one way in. And if they're standing there watching, like, there's just no way we're getting out. Okay. So she's like, okay, well, for now, let's put clothes under our blankets so it makes it look like we're sleeping. And I had a blow up mattress on the ground next to her bed. So, I put my clothes under the sheets. She does the same, so it looks like there's bodies sleeping under these blankets. And then I'm like, okay, well, that can't be the plan because like we need to still somehow leave this house. So I have no idea where this great idea came from, but I'm like, do you have extra sheets? And she's like, yeah, there's a linen closet in my hallway. We grab a bunch of sheets from the linen closet in her hallway. And I tell her, I'm like, girl, focus. This is when it really matters. We need to tie each end of the sheets together, double tie them, double knot, and we're going to use this to get out the window, like a rope. And she was like, are you serious? Like, is that going to work? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, let's try. I mean, the worst thing is that it doesn't work and then we can't go, but this is the only option. So until you come up with something better, we have to try this. And she's like, okay, let's do it. So we tie one pair of sheets together and we're trying to rip it apart and it's like, it's holding pretty good. So we're like, okay, this actually might work. So we're tying. But mind you, it's like almost 11 p.m. Our friends are almost at the bottom of the road to pick us up, right? And so we're like, okay, time's ticking. Your parents are still up. Lights are still on. We're directly above the kitchen where they are. So we get done tying all of the sheets together. Now the concern is that in that kitchen that we're directly above, there's a gigantic window. So there's no way around throwing the sheets out her bedroom window without the sheets being in the window of the kitchen, which is so sus. Like, the fact that we're risking everything to go to this party, it better be a amazing party. That's all I have to say. And so we're whispering and we're laughing and we're like feeling like such badasses. We're like, there's no way this is gonna work. So she's like, what do we tie it to? And I'm like, all right, so we tie the end to her bed frame, like the bottom of her bed frame where the legs of the bed frame are at the base of the headboard. And I'm like, you go first. Go out, you're lighter than me. Let's see if it works. And, we raise the window. We throw the sheets out that are tied together. And she starts army crawling, like, I don't even know what you call it. Not even army crawling. She takes the tied up sheets and she's holding it. And she's kicking off the side of the house like this. Boom, boom, boom. Till she gets to the ground floor. And she made it. It worked. It didn't break. It didn't snap. It didn't tear. Nothing. It worked. I'm like, I'm a genius. Like, put me in a Project X movie and I'm going to blow that up. Okay? So I'm feeling really, really proud of myself. But at this point, our friends were now waiting for us at the bottom of the hill. And I knew it, now it's just my turn. I got to do it. But the one thing left to do is you have to close the window. Sophia says, close the window behind you because if not, it's going to be suspicious why the window's wide open and there's sheets under under our blankets. So of course, I'm like, all right. I take it upon myself that I need to close the window. So I'm crawling out in a rush, mind you, because we don't want to keep our friends waiting because we don't want to be late for this amazing party. And I'm holding the tied sheets while with my right hand trying to close the window. And as I'm closing the window, I completely forgot I'm holding on to sheets in the first place and I let go and I drop all the way down onto the ground, and there were like bushes. And I flew right into the bushes, and I felt like I literally broke my back. And mind you, again, these ropes are just hanging, right where the kitchen window is. I have no idea to this day how her parents did not see the sheets. I mean, they were right there. Like, I don't know. And so she's like, come on, are you okay? Like, whispering, because we can hear her parents talking. So I know they probably heard that thud of me falling, and they could definitely hear us, like, laughing, and, like, talking loudly if we were to do so. So, we're trying to whisper, and I'm like, I think I just broke my ass. Like, I don't know if I can move. And she's like, girl, you can. But the adrenaline was rushing, and I literally popped up, and we start booking it. I mean, we are sprinting to the car as fast as we can. And we get in the car, and we just start dying laughing, and everyone's like, what's so funny? And we just told them, and everyone just was dying laughing on the way to this party. And I could not believe that actually worked. I mean, that's some, like, movie ass shit. Like, that's some shit you see on, like, that's some shit you see on a fucking TV show, a movie. Like, it doesn't even, it's like Disney gone bad. Like, I don't know. It was amazing. Honestly, iconic. We go to the party, and honestly, the party was amazing. I mean, I'm so glad that we did not skip it and that we did not miss out. There were honeys everywhere. I mean, it was the bomb.com. I mean, somehow, some way, parties were way more fun and way more cooler when I was in high school than when I was actually in college and experiencing it. Maybe because it was the fact that I wasn't in college. Maybe because I was in high school, it was cooler. But it was one of the most memorable parties. I mean, it was straight up like a Project X party. Like, there were people so f***ed up that they were ripping out the ceilings, like, for no reason. Literally no reason. And people were recording it, and there were so many people, and the music was great, and there was beer pong. I mean, it looked straight out of a movie. It was amazing. And we got drunk, we had alcohol, we had a great time, and then we shortly, probably at like 6 a.m., 7 a.m., I want to say it was more towards 5 or 6, because we didn't want to, run into her parents who maybe woke up early or some crazy incident. So, we snuck back into her house, not through the ropes, not through the window, but through the front door, and we went into her room, we collected the ropes. To this day, like I said, have no idea how we got away with it, no idea how they didn't find the, rope of tied together sheets. Have no idea, truly, no idea. But it was straight out of a movie, and I had an amazing time, and, those are the amazing memories I choose to keep in my recollection of Sophia, because, I could just remember her as the bitch who stole my man and claimed to be my sister and bestie, but I choose to remember the amazing fun times with her too, and try to prioritize those fun memories over the nasty, ugly ones. And, it was an epic story and an epic memory, and I thought I would share with you guys. And if you guys want more story times from me, please, of course, let me know. And if you have any crazy story times, please comment them. I would love to hear and react to your story times, because people do the funnest, craziest shit, and I love hearing about it. So until next time, I am sending love and light on the Mariya Method, where inner work becomes real transformation. I hope you guys have an amazing week and an amazing day. Love you guys. Bye.